In 1943, the U.S. Department of Agriculture estimated that many rural American families could maintain and repair nearly every part of their homes without buying a single manufactured chemical product from a store. No automatic heating systems, no plastic insulation, no instant concrete, no electrical power tools. Just practical knowledge passed down from father to son at a sturdy workbench that smelled of wood oil and hard-earned labor. Number 14 on this list was actually discouraged by modern building codes in the 1950s. Today, however, many sustainable architects recognize that this traditional method can create healthier, more breathable structures than many modern cement-based homes. And number 3, created such an efficient natural heating system that thermal experts often describe its principles as remarkably reliable. Number 25. Sawdust pack for ice insulation. Long before foam insulation or styrofoam existed, families relied on dry sawdust to help keep storage areas cool. They built double wooden walls and packed the space between them with about 6 inches of tightly packed dry sawdust. The tiny air pockets trapped within the sawdust acted as natural insulation, helping reduce temperature changes and keeping ice houses, root cellars, and cold storage areas cooler for extended periods. Number 24. Beeswax window. Draft ceiling. When winter storms approached, homeowners didn't have silicone sealants. Instead, they melted pure beeswax and carefully brushed it into the small gaps around wooden window frames. The beeswax formed a water-resistant, air-blocking seal that stayed flexible even in freezing weather. When spring arrived, it could be removed with relative ease, making it a practical seasonal solution for reducing cold drafts. Number 23. Tool handle. Linseed oil treatment. Before fiberglass handles became common, craftsmen protected wooden axe and hoe handles with raw linseed oil. They would soak the handles in a pipe or container filled with the oil for several days, allowing it to penetrate deep into the wood fibers. This traditional treatment helped reduce drying, shrinking, and cracking during harsh winter conditions, while extending the working life of the tool.
Number 22. Peppermint attic barriers. In many older homes, woven sachets filled with dried, wild peppermint leaves were hung in attics, crawl spaces, and around foundation corners before winter arrived. The strong aroma released by the mint's natural essential oils helped discourage rodents from nesting in these areas. While not a guaranteed solution on their own, these herbal barriers were a common traditional practice used alongside good housekeeping to help keep homes less inviting to pests. Number 21. Milk and lime whitewash. Long before modern exterior paints, families coated barns, fences, and wooden homes with a traditional whitewash made from hydrated lime, salt, and sour milk. The lime created an alkaline surface that discouraged mold and mildew, while the milk proteins acted as a natural binder, helping the coating adhere to the wood. Unlike many modern paints, this breathable finish allowed moisture to escape, reducing the risk of trapped dampness that could contribute to wood decay. Number 19. Riverstone slurry. Sharpening before electric sharpening machines, craftsmen restored the edges of their knives, axes, and farm tools using smooth river stones, lubricated with water, sometimes mixed with fine wood ash. The resulting abrasive slurry gently polished the steel, producing an exceptionally sharp edge while avoiding the excessive heat that power grinders can generate, which may affect the temper of the blade. Number 18. Cob and horsehair wall. Plaster. Before Portland cement became common, many homes were finished with a traditional plaster made from clay, sand, and short horsehair fibers. The horsehair acted as a natural reinforcement, helping reduce cracking as the plaster dried and expanded or contracted with seasonal temperature changes. The clay-based finish also remained breathable, allowing indoor moisture to move through the walls instead of becoming trapped. Number 17. choosing winter-harvested timber. Experienced builders preferred trees felled during the winter months, when the sap was lower and the trees were dormant. Timber harvested during this season generally contained less moisture, making it less likely to twist, warp, or shrink excessively as it seasoned. Properly selected winter wood often produced stronger, more stable structural beams for generations. Number 16. Brined rope for winter. Rigging. Before synthetic ropes were available, hemp and natural fiber ropes were sometimes soaked in a concentrated saltwater solution before winter use. The treatment helped condition the fibers and was traditionally believed to improve flexibility in cold weather. For outdoor work around farms and homesteads, well-maintained ropes remained more dependable during freezing conditions. Number 15. Heat-retaining sand door draft. Stop families often sewed long fabric tubes and filled them with clean, dry river sand to place along the bottom of exterior doors. These simple draft stoppers blocked cold air from entering the home. On especially cold evenings, the sand-filled tube could be gently warmed near the fireplace before being placed by the doorway, where it slowly released stored heat and helped make the floor area feel more comfortable. Number 14. Traditional lye soap making. Before factory-made detergents became widely available, many households made their own soap using simple, locally available materials. Hardwood ashes were soaked in water to produce an alkaline lye solution, which was then carefully combined and cooked with rendered animal fat. When properly made, the result was a durable bar soap suitable for washing clothes, tools, and household items. This traditional process relied on natural ingredients and reflected the self-sufficiency of rural life. Number 13. Charcoal storage for iron tools. Valuable iron tools such as saws, chisels, and planes were often stored in wooden chests alongside pieces of charcoal. Charcoal can help absorb moisture from the surrounding air, creating a drier storage environment that reduces the likelihood of rust forming on metal surfaces. Combined with regular cleaning and a light coating of protective oil, this simple method helped preserve essential tools through the winter months. Number 12. Tallow lubricant for hinges. Before modern lubricants were readily available, melted sheep or beef tallow was commonly used to lubricate door hinges, wagon wheels, locks, and other moving metal parts. The natural animal fat formed a water-resistant protective coating that reduced friction and helped shield metal from moisture. It remained a practical, readily available lubricant for many generations of craftsmen and farmers. Number 11. Holzhaufen firewood stacking. Many German settlers used a traditional firewood stacking method known as the Holzhaufen. Firewood was arranged in a large circular stack with a hollow center that acted like a chimney. This design encouraged natural airflow through the pile, helping the wood season more evenly and efficiently, while keeping the stack stable and well ventilated throughout the drying process. Number 10. Bast fiber cordage. When store-bought rope wasn't available, families made their own cordage from the inner bark, or bast fibers, of suitable trees and shrubs such as linden, basswood, or hibiscus species. The bark was soaked in flowing water for several days or weeks to loosen the fibers, which were then twisted into strong, durable rope. These handmade cords were commonly used for fencing, securing loads, hanging laundry, and countless everyday tasks around the homestead. Number 9. Charring wooden posts for preservation. Long before pressure-treated lumber, builders protected wooden fence posts and foundation timbers by lightly charring the portion that would be buried underground. The thin layer of charcoal helped slow moisture absorption and made the wood less vulnerable to decay organisms. This traditional preservation technique, practiced in many parts of the world, often extended the service life of wooden posts in damp soil. Number 8. Bed warming bricks. Before electric blankets, families warmed their beds with ordinary clay bricks heated near the fireplace during the evening. Before bedtime, the warm bricks were carefully wrapped in thick wool cloth and placed beneath the blankets near the foot of the bed. They slowly release their stored heat through the night, helping keep feet warm and making cold winter nights far more comfortable. Number 7. Gravity cellar ventilation. Traditional root cellars often relied on a simple but effective passive ventilation system. A low intake vent admitted cool outside air, while a taller exhaust vent extended upward through the structure. The natural difference in temperature and air pressure created a chimney effect, continuously drawing damp air out and replacing it with fresh, cooler air, helping reduce excess moisture without using electricity. Number 5. Tallow rush lights. When lamp oil was expensive or difficult to obtain, families made simple rush lights from the pith of common rush plants. After stripping away the outer skin, the soft white core was repeatedly dipped into melted beef tallow or other rendered animal fat. Once dry, the rushlight was burned in a simple iron holder, providing an inexpensive source of light made almost entirely from locally available materials. Number 4. Sand and charcoal water. Filtration. Rainwater collected from rooftops was sometimes passed through layered filtration barrels filled with clean sand, charcoal, and gravel. The gravel helped trap larger debris, the charcoal reduced odors and improved taste, and the sand filtered finer particles. While this traditional system improved water quality, modern health guidance recommends additional treatment, such as boiling or disinfection, before drinking untreated rainwater. Number 3. Thermal mass masonry heating. Many traditional homes incorporated thick masonry walls or stone structures around the cooking hearth or stove. During the day, these heavy materials absorbed excess heat from cooking and heating fires. As the fire died down in the evening, the stored warmth was slowly released back into the living space for hours, creating an efficient and reliable form of passive heating that remains an inspiration for modern, energy-efficient home design. Number 2. Straw underfloor insulation. Before modern carpet padding and foam insulation, builders sometimes placed a layer of clean, dry straw beneath floor coverings to help reduce drafts and improve comfort. The trapped air within the straw acted as a natural insulating layer, making wooden floors feel warmer during the coldest months while using inexpensive, renewable materials that were readily available on the farm. Number 1. The complete homestead system. This wasn't just a collection of clever tricks, it was a complete system of self-reliance. Every resource served more than one purpose. Fireplace ash could be reused for soap making and other household tasks. Sawdust from woodworking became insulation. Heat from the kitchen stove was stored in thick masonry walls and released throughout the night. Animal fats provided soap, lubricants, and lighting. Very little was wasted, and nearly everything had a second life. Rather than depending entirely on manufactured products, many families built homes that worked in harmony with natural materials, seasonal cycles, and practical craftsmanship. These time-tested methods remind us that thoughtful design, resourcefulness, and careful maintenance can often be just as valuable today as they were generations ago. If you enjoyed this countdown, please give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell for more forgotten homesteading skills, traditional craftsmanship, and timeless DIY knowledge. Which of these methods surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments, and thanks for watching.